Hey everyone, Ben here from Songkar Gardens. One of my neighbours very generously gave me some lemons off her tree, which is quite laden with fruit at the moment. So rather than let them go to waste, because she gave me more than I would use normally, decided to make some lemon curd and also some lemon butter. So both of which you can use for lots of different things. You can use them in between cakes. The lemon butter you can just have on toast like I do. But anyway, both really simple recipes and both keep quite well. The lemon curd you can actually pop in the freezer and just thaw it out for when you need it. Anyway, let's give it a go. Okay, so we'll start with the lemon butter, and literally it's 4 ingredients, nothing fancy, just castor sugar, eggs, butter and lemons. Literally that's all you need. Anyway, I'll pop the recipes down in the description box so you can give them a go at home if you would like, but I'm going to get these ingredients measured out and get the lemons juiced and get the rind off them, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. So in the pot here I have got the butter, the sugar, the eggs which have been just whisked together to break them up. The lemon rind is in, and now I'm just going to add the lemon juice. And then all we do is just mix that together well. And just over a low heat, let that butter melt and get everything nice and emulsified. And then just gradually increase the heat a little bit and bring it up to a boil. And then you boil it for about 5 minutes. And you'll notice that at that point it's nice and thick. And then literally all you do is pour it into your sterilised jars, and then while it's nice and hot, pop the lid on, make sure it's nice and airtight, let it cool, and then you can label it and you can enjoy it pretty much straight away. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes to show you what it looks like once it's ready to take off the heat. Okay, so here we are. This has been on for just about 7 minutes. I actually brought it up to the boil, stirred it constantly while it was coming up to temperature just to make sure everything was nice and combined, and then brought it up to the boil, and then I just turned it down to kind of a medium simmer. You don't want to cook the guts out of it, and then just stir it regularly, make sure it's not sticking to the bottom of the pot, and after, as I say, about 5 to 7 minutes, this is how it looks. So that's actually ready to come off. So I'm just going to pour this into a jug so that I can actually get it into my sterilised jars without getting it all over the place. Okay, so that's in the jug. As you can see, it's not a huge recipe. I've actually doubled the recipe here for this video, and you can see that's literally only made 3 cups, so about 750 mils. But hey, if you've got plenty of lemons, I guess you can make as many times the quantity as you like. Anyway, so all I'm just going to do now is pour this into the jars. Like so. Now I'm not using, as you can see, very big jars, and I've literally gotten 2 and maybe a quarter, probably a little bit more by the time I scrape out the jug. But anyway, all that's left to do now is pop the lids on. Oh, these are nice. These are sterilised jars that have just come out of the oven. They've been in there sterilising. So yeah, just pop the lids on, let it cool down, label it, and away you go. Okay, so now that we've done the lemon butter, we'll move on to the lemon curd. Another easy recipe, literally corn flour, sugar, eggs, unsalted butter, lemon rind, lemon juice, and water. That's all you need. Anyway, I'm going to measure out all these ingredients, juice up the lemons, get some rind, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. In this pot there's the castor sugar, the corn flour, the lemon juice and the water. Now all I've done is sieve the corn flour so there's no lumps in it, and then I've actually used a whisk just to mix it all up, just to make sure there's no lumps from when the liquid mixed with the corn flour. And now I've just got it over a medium heat, just letting that sugar dissolve, and then what we do is bring that up to the boil to let it thicken, and then let it simmer for about a minute, and then I'll take it off the heat and transfer it to a bowl, and we'll add in the other ingredients. So I'm just going to stir this till it comes up to temperature, and then, as I say, turn it down to a simmer, let it simmer for a minute, and then I'll transfer it to another bowl and I'll be back. Right, so that's been on the stove, it's come up to the boil, and then I've turned it down to a simmer, and it's only been on for literally a minute, but I just wanted to show you how actually thick it becomes. It turns from almost a milky kind of look when you first mix it up to, as the corn flour cooks out, it actually becomes almost opaque, and it's very, very thick. So you just have to be careful not to cook it for too long, otherwise it will become like glue. Anyway, so all I'm going to do now is add in my melted butter, my egg yolks and my lemon rind, give it a good whisk, and then it's all done. I'll come back and show you what it looks like in just a sec. Okay, there you have it, folks. That's got the egg yolks, the butter and the lemon rind mixed through. Sorry, brain freeze. And I've just given that a good whisk to make sure it's all nicely mixed through. There's no need to put it back onto the heat. The egg yolks will actually cook enough from the residual heat from it being on the stovetop. So all I'm going to do now, when I stop playing with it, is literally cover it with some cling wrap and let it cool down in the fridge, and then once it's cool I'll actually transfer it into a couple of containers and label and date it and pop it in the freezer so that I can use it when I need to. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed those couple of recipes. They're both really easy. Maybe I've even inspired you to get back in the kitchen. Anyway, have a good day, folks. See you next time.